Hey everybody, welcome to day 3 of 31 days. Actually, it's nighttime right now of horror. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about the Wolfman and its sequels, which are actually also sequels to the Frankenstein films following The Son of Frankenstein, which I watched yesterday. Now, I'm going to watch all of these movies tonight. I only have a few hours to do it, so this is going to be a quick video because I want to get to watching some horror movies, some old school, fantastic Universal horror. So tonight's movies are going to be The Wolfman from 1941, which is actually an original movie, not based on something like Dracula is based on Bram Stoker's Dracula, or Frankenstein and Bride are based on Mary Shelley's novel. So this one is actually its own thing that Universal came up with, and it's pretty great. After that, it's going to be The Ghost of Frankenstein from 42, then Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, and I'm going to finish my night with The House of Frankenstein. I'm going to skip over The House of Dracula because it's just not great, and I don't really feel like watching the Abbott Costello movies. Tomorrow, I plan on moving into some like haunted house, old school, The Haunting, for instance, from '63, The Old Dark House, and maybe 13 Ghosts and House. I can't remember. I think I'm doing 13 Ghosts and House on Haunted Hill in the same day and watching the original and then watching the remake that came out in '99 and 2001, respectively. So I'm going to show you my. I don't have much for these because really there's not much. When it comes to the sequels, they're usually packed together with, like these. Like, for instance, the Universal Legacy Collection, the Wolfman. This one has everything that you could possibly need. The Wolfman, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello Meet the Wolfman. And then it has two movies that are okay at best, which are actually, I just had it. Oh, here we go. The She-Wolf of London, which is really kind of boring. The lady's more thinking she's a werewolf. And then I'm going to put a picture up right now. So, and then the Werewolf of London, which is, there's a funny scene that I always revert to when I talk about that movie where he wolfs out in his house, the main character, the Wolfman or werewolf, and he puts on a scarf. He's walking out the door. He makes sure to put on a scarf and a hat before he leaves the house. Always hilarious. So yeah, I've got those. More of these. I got a bunch of these. There's 4 of them that I have total. The other one's got Dracula's Daughter and Son of Dracula. You've got the House of Frankenstein, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, which could complete a Wolfman trilogy if you'd like it to. The Ghost of Frankenstein is actually a really good movie, and it takes place pretty much right after the Son of Frankenstein, and where really Bela Lugosi's back, and he is in the castle and alive after being shot. Okay, and his neck looks like it's better. He's not as good as he was in the last movie. That's okay. The movie's pretty great. He gets his brain transferred into the monster, and then the monster gets. There's another exploding house at the end, and it's a pretty great movie. Lionel Atwell's back again. He's actually in like 4 or 5 straight Frankenstein movies as a different character each time. Pretty insane. And then, like I said, Bela Lugosi's back. This one, The Ghost of Frankenstein, Lon Chaney plays the monster. But he can't do it in the next one, which is Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, because Bela Lugosi, who actually, I think he turned down the part of Frankenstein in 31 and ended up playing Dracula, he gets to play Frankenstein in this one, and Lon Chaney's back as the Wolfman. And it's a pretty great movie. I like it. It's one of the best sequels of all of them, and it's like a direct sequel, really, to the Wolfman. One of the best parts is the grave scene, or the cemetery scene at the beginning, where they go to get the bones of the Wolfman or dig him up or whatever, and as soon as he's exposed to the moonlight, he's back. Which is pretty cool, I think. I love these movies. I can't help it. And then we've got the House of Frankenstein. Awesome. That was my computer, which should be closed. House of Frankenstein is the next one, and it's not terrible. It's not great. It's just okay. John Carradine's in it as Dracula, and Dracula plays the pawn of Boris Karloff, who's back, but not as the monster. It's okay. It's all right. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm gonna watch again. I meant to show you my collection. I showed you those Universals. I showed you this. I need to get the green legacy collection from the 2003 of the Wolfman. And then I've got this guy, which is just the DB, because at the time when I bought it, I did not have the Wolfman at all. Also found out last night that I have none of the Invisible Man movies, so I need to fix that ASAP. Thinking a trip to Walmart might help. Maybe a place called Vintage Stock I have here in town. And then I've got the Glow in the Dark, which I got all the main movie monsters, except for the Invisible Man, of course. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention the 2010 The Wolfman remake with Benicio del Toro and Anthony Hopkins. It's actually pretty damn great, especially if you watch the unrated version. You'll hear Seth talk about it on and on and on and on and on. No, it's cool. I get it. It's a good-ass movie. I like it a lot. Great story. Hugo Weaving, Emily Blunt. The effects are okay. I like it. It's different from the story from 1941, and it's hard to replace Lon Chaney because, man, he is a great actor. I mean, Man of a Thousand Faces like his dad. And I really think they did a really great job with this. And this was back when we were starting to get kind of rehashes. They get Dracula Untold, which isn't terrible in my opinion. Then you get The Mummy from 2016, and then The Invisible Man. So in 2010, we started getting, from then on, we started getting kind of new tellings of these stories in a way that aren't great. But I hate the fact that they couldn't build a shared universe off of Dracula Untold, because Luke Evans' Dracula was brilliant casting in my opinion. And then, you know, The Mummy was more of a adventure movie, kind of like the Brendan Fraser ones from the early 1999, 2001, I think. Mummy movies, which I like. I like those movies. And one of these, we're going to talk about them on Fandom Unlimited, which you should go check out. Fandom Unlimited. But anyway, I digress. If I have time, I'm going to try to sneak a peek at Dario Argento's Dracula, which is atrocious. But anyway, that's the video for today. I just decided to go long-winded so I don't have to edit anything. I'll just add some pictures here and there. And tomorrow, some haunted house movies to keep going with the theme of history of horror. I'm really excited about this. I know if you see my list, it's going to break off at some point and just start getting less history and more into things I want to watch. And I gotta be honest, when you make a list at the beginning of the month, it's really tough to stick to it. Because I already want to watch other things. There's something new on Netflix I want to watch, or, oh, I got the urge to watch, I don't remember what it was. I got the urge to watch it. Well, actually, honestly, I got the urge to watch Nightmare on Elm Street today. But I gotta watch these Universals because they're classics, and I don't visit them very often. So tonight, for me, it's The Wolfman, followed by The Ghost of Frankenstein. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman in the House of Frankenstein. I suggest checking these out. I suggest highly getting these Universal monster sets because you'll find just about everything you need in these. There are 6 of them. They got them on Blu-ray, they got them on DVD, and then there's a box set, which Jared has, and I'm super jealous. It's shaped like a coffin. It's got just about everything you possibly need Universal in it. So we'll see you back tomorrow. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 by the end of the year. Hit the like button for me if you like this video. If you don't like this video, hit the dislike button, whatever. Comment and tell me which one of those 4 are your favorite, or just let me know who your favorite Universal monster is. Because, I mean, I think mine is Dracula, but then a close second, even though she's barely in the movie, is the Bride. She's awesome. And when she's on screen, I watched it again last night, your eyes are on her the entire time. She's great. So, anyway, this is Rayzor. Follow the Horror Syndicate. Go to thehorrorsyndicate.com. Subscribe to the YouTube, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully.